Hey everybody. I travel a lot for work and I get asked the question all of the time, how do you stick to keto when you travel so much, whether it's flights or road trips or whatever it is? And so I thought I would do a quick video to share my favorite travel keto snacks. As you guys know, going to restaurants is really, maybe you don't know, I don't know, but going to restaurants is pretty easy to stick to keto. You can basically order whatever sandwich is there, hold the bread, get veggies or a salad instead of fries or rice, get a big salad with whatever protein you choose. Like there's just tons of options at restaurants. But when you're in meetings all day or you just have a really, really busy schedule, it can be hard sometimes to make the right choices. And so being prepared will help you. So I'll share with you some of my favorite things to take. So I'm leaving tomorrow and we'll be back Friday. I'm heading to California and I'll be in meetings like all day. And it takes all freaking day to get there too. So all these things will come in handy. So one of my favorite things to have, especially if I'm like not going to be able to have a full lunch or if I'm going to need just something to get me by until dinner, is these guys. These Quest protein cookies. They're big. I mean, they're like as big as this box. And it actually does taste like a chocolate chip cookie. It's not quite as good as your grandma's chocolate chip cookie, but it will do the trick. And it's only got 4 net carbs in it. And they're like 250 calories, so they'll hold you over pretty good. But this is an awesome go-to, in my opinion. Nuts is an easy one, so I like to have some mixed nuts, different flavors. And be careful with mixed nuts, you guys, because a lot of the bags that you'll find in the airport or even like at Target or grocery store will have all kinds of dried fruit in them, like cranberries and some other stuff. And if you don't read the labels on the back, you're eating a lot more carbs than you think. So if you're really trying to stick to low carb, keto, read your labels. Most nuts, this is pretty average. I mean, 4 net carbs for a serving, which isn't bad. So good things to munch on. And I actually like to take macadamias. These are awesome because they're a really great source of fat. But I'll take these guys and mix them in a little Ziploc bag with like some dark chocolate chips or some Lily's dark chocolate chips. And that's a nice little sweet, salty snack mix that I make and eat. Speaking of chocolate, this is my favorite, at least for on the go. These little Ghiradelli, the 86% ones are my favorite in flavor. They come in the little single packs. So if you've got a sweet tooth, this can kind of get you by. I don't like the 92% one as much. It's like too bitter and like too chalky. I don't know. It's not my deal. And then the 72% ones and under, they start, up in the carbs pretty good. So I do like these for on the go because they come in those little individual packs. Let's see what else. Jerky can be good and bad. I don't have much jerky, but I like to have it handy if I'm going on a long trip. So I would be careful with jerky because a lot of the ones with the really good, tasty flavors, they have a lot of sugar in them. So read your labels on this. Most jerkies, whatever the brand is, if it's the plain or the original without any extra teriyaki or chili rub or any of that stuff, it's like 6 net carbs per serving. And this one is too, but read your labels. All right, I got a couple more things. I was going to share these. This is back to the nuts, but I don't know if you guys have come across that Blue Diamond brand. It's old school regular nut brand. They have these gourmet almonds in 3 different flavors, and I love the rosemary and sea salt one. They've got a garlicky one that tastes good, but your breath's going to be kicking. And there's a Himalayan sea salt one too. But these are great to have too, just for like an extra savory flavor. And then either these guys, Wisps or Moon cheese, is good because it's that dehydrated dried cheese. And then there's no other ingredient in there. It's just cheese. My preference would be like a literal cheese stick or a block of cheese, but that doesn't really travel well. If like for tomorrow, I'm going to Atlanta and then from Atlanta to San Jose. So it, after a while, unless you have like a cooler with you, cheese gets a little funky. And then a couple of other things that I always bring with me that it's really good for staving off hunger or for just getting you by. It comes from the Prove It ketones type stuff that I sell, and not all of it's ketones, but in the morning I like to mix my Keto Cream. This is actually really great for travel, especially if you're a coffee person who really likes that bulletproof coffee. If you mix this with some cold brew or some hot coffee, it's got those extra MCTs in there. It's got MCT oil in it and like 4 different strains of collagen. No ketones are in this, but it's delicious. It's kind of like a vanilla latte, and it gets that extra fat in there, and your body is going to turn those MCTs into ketones in your body. So this is awesome. And then sometimes in the morning, and this is my breakfast, I'll mix it with this bone broth that's got a salted caramel flavor. This does have ketones in it, so it's going to actually put your body into ketosis. But this mixed with this and some cold brew coffee legit tastes like a salted caramel frappuccino. It's amazing. It's really, really good. So you've got the no sugar or low sugar, low carb option that tastes better than or equal to a Starbucks like big old venti frappuccino. Amazing. And then of course, like I always have at least enough to have 1 pack of ketones a day. And this not only pushes me into ketosis, or if I have an extra, I guess you could call it like a cheat meal or something, it'll pop me back into ketosis later on. But this is great for keeping your sugar cravings under control and for suppressing your appetite some too. So when you travel, these can be awesome as well. So I hope that helps. I mean, most of everything that I went through was actually food related, but my favorites to absolutely have is probably like this mixed with some dark chocolate and these Quest cookies. You can get them at Target. You can probably get them at, I don't know, regular grocery stores too, but they have them at Target. If you had to get just 2 things to go on a trip really quick, this would be it in my opinion. So I hope that's helpful. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll be back on later to do the drawing that I've been promising for weeks. See you later.